Hey, smart business owners. Today we're diving into 3 cash flow mistakes that sneak up even on the most profitable businesses. So if you've had a big sale, maybe you skipped a bank reconciliation, or maybe you're still a little confused about the differences between profits and cash, this one's for you. Now, a scary statistic was published recently in Forbes, and it showed that 82% of small businesses fail due to cash flow problems alone. And another sobering fact here is that half of startup businesses fail within the first 5 years. So you don't want your business to be a statistic. Make sure you don't make these cash flow mistakes. So the first mistake is mistaking profit for cash. So let's start with this classic here. What exactly is net profit and how is it different from cash? Say your net income, it's showing 50,000 on your profit loss statement, but your balance sheet is showing a different amount for cash. Why are they different? Well, it kind of gets down to your method of accounting. And without getting into the details, just know that profit is typically your sales or revenue minus expenses. And sometimes things are reported at different times. Cash, however, is going to be cash, a balance sitting in the bank. But even that number can be a little bit misleading because sometimes you're waiting on cash to be received, or maybe you're waiting on cash to go out the door for expenses. So what's a business owner to do? Well, it's best practice to create a cash flow tracker. And really, you should be checking it on a weekly basis. Remember, cash flow is really important for small businesses. So this is a new rhythm for you. Check it weekly. And also, it's best practices to maintain and monitor your bank balances. So always check these. Lots of business owners, thriving businesses, I should say, are checking these balances and these numbers weekly, sometimes daily. And luckily, you can do a lot of this in your accounting software. Next up is a mistake that is very common, and it's not setting aside cash to pay for taxes. I know they're unfun as a business owner, but if you're paying taxes, there's a good chance you're making money and you have a net profit. So at least we can look at that as a silver lining. But taxes, they can surprise us sometimes. So if you've had a big real estate deal, if you've sold something, anything like that may trigger tax. And yes, you may need to set aside cash to cover that future tax bill. So what's a business owner to do? Well, good rule of thumb is go ahead and estimate you're going to save about 20 to 30% of the revenue or gain, we'll say, from that transaction. 20 to 30% may go to taxes. And if you don't like that estimate and you want a better number, work with us. Work with a team that does proactive accounting so you know exactly how much cash you need to set aside that's going to go out for taxes. And the last common mistake that business owners make is not actually reconciling their accounts. Now, it's one thing to have bank feeds bringing transactions over into your accounting, and it's another to even monitor your bank balances in your online banking or in your accounting software. But do you know that the numbers in your books are actually accurate? A lot of times they are, but sometimes we have duplicate transactions or we may be missing things. So you get confidence by reconciling these and setting up a good rhythm where you're doing this every month. So we should be reconciling accounts every single month for your bank, credit card, and many other accounts in your accounting. So we can do this by working with our software to do the reconciliations, monitor outstanding checks, and go ahead and anticipate for payments that are pending and will be clearing very soon. So cash flow clarity, it isn't just for accountants. It's for every business owner who wants to stay in control of their finances. So make sure you're avoiding these common mistakes. You can make better decisions, sleep better at night, and make sure you're staying ahead of the game. And if you're looking for a proactive team to help you fix your cash flow headaches, we can work together. You can schedule an intro call directly from our website.